Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Parzival here, and today we are going to be reacting to the two newest cinematics for World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. These two cinematics are connected to the end of the war campaign. I believe one is more of an in-game cinematic, and which is I think the one that's like 3 minutes and 20 seconds ish, and then the one that's just over 6 minutes is like the actual like upgraded visual cinematic. Um, I have not gone and completed the war campaign on my WoW account yet. I wanted to react to these um, firsthand, get them, make this video for you guys. Because usually when I record one of these videos for WoW, for one of their big cinematics, you guys seem to usually really like those reactions. So that's why I'm doing it now instead of doing it in game and because you guys don't want to see me go around and do all the little quests, because I'm sure there's going to be quests that I have to do. Nobody wants to see that shit. So, I have no idea what to expect from these. I assume, I assume that the Resistance with Sourfang and Anduin and everyone else is probably going to be, I would assume, charging the gate of Orgrimmar, maybe. Um, Going right after Sylvanas, trying to get her off the board, but I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect from this. I believe this first one is the in-game cinematic. So let's go ahead and just check these out. Let's see what happens. I'm super stoked, super excited to see how Blizzard has decided to end the war campaign. Um, I hope it's not disappointing. I really, really, really hope it's not disappointing. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. Let's watch this first, this first cinematic. It's 3 minutes and 18 seconds long. Let's see how it ends.
Anduin, Sylvanas' actions have threatened us all, and day by day, her power grows. If our world is to survive, we must strike while we still can. Meet with me, and we will speak.
So few.
How many can you provide?
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done. If we end her reign, what kind of war chief will you be?
The horde I joined was birthed in blood, tainted by corruption. The road that led to the Dark Portal was long and wide, paved with the bones of innocence.
He's talking about a man that not only doesn't want the mantle,
The path of glory.
but is talking about a man. He's talking like he already knows his end is
The
near.
great lie upon which the horde was founded. That anything we did was honorable. Thrall, Rosen, they were not the true heirs to Blackhand's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No. No, this is the Horde. Led by you. Someone who has...
Honor. I've never known honor. They deserve more. But the Horde is doomed to be shackled by the chains of the past.
The Horde has no exclusive claim to regrets. Arthas, Dalen... The ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
We could not fill the chasm between the Horde and Alliance if we labored 1,000 years. You know this.
Then what are we fighting for?
Really? Like, all of a sudden Sourfang is like questioning everything? It seems like an odd character development.
Start breaking camp immediately.
Lord Sourfang?
Zakan, where is our home?
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
Azeroth.
And ours?
Azeroth.
Right now, There are only two forces in this world that matter. One bent on harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
I like Sakan. I like Zappy Boy.
Breaking the cycle.
All right. So that was the first one. That was the in-game cinematic. Ooh. I love. What's so funny to me, before I click play on this, is Blizzard's like sometimes their inability to make the in-game models and the cinematic counterpart look more like each other. Like the Sour Fang, the in-game model and the cinematic counterpart pretty much look identical, right? Thrall in the cinematic, he's wearing something completely different than what he's wearing in game. And then Anduin, like, and you saw in that in-game cinematic, his eyes are like such a vibrant blue, and here they seem more green. I don't know. Anyways, let's just see how this ends. I have a very sinking suspicion that Sour Fang is going to die, and I don't know if it's gonna happen in this cinematic, but ooh, I don't want to play that again. But anyways, let's just get into it, guys, and see what happens. See how it ends. Again, this is just over 6 minutes, 6 minutes and 20 seconds long. So let's see what happens. I love that they're playing the old school like Orgrimmar music.
Varrock, it's time. Those who defend Orgrimmar are Horde as well. Our brothers and sisters. These warriors have sworn to fight. For you. Many lives will be lost. Or perhaps just one.
Is he about to challenge Sylvanas to Makarok?
I challenge Makora!
Oh shit! You dirty bitch.
A traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
She's infused. Is she infused with void energy? Is that who she's been working with this entire time of the Void Lords? I'd be curious to see if she just fights him straight up.
Brother, you cannot win. My old friend.
Damn, Starfang knows he can't.
You and I. We don't get to hide.
It's almost like he's telling Thrall, you have to lead.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way.
Wow.
Let it be finished.
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you. And so did they. Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope. You tried at Teldrassil. You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing. The Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
Oh shit!
The Horde is nothing!
Oh. Oh. Here it comes.
You are all nothing!
For Azeroth!
If you could see yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor. Standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
She legit just used void energy to kill Sourfang.
What
Oh my god,
do
dude.
we do now?
We bring him home.
Open the doors, bitch! Wow. I want to go back to... Wow. So, from just a straight... Just talking about this last cinematic right here, because this is the more important of the two. The way it ends, I think, is probably about the way most everybody assumed it was going to end, as far as Sourfang giving his life, not just for the Horde, but for Azeroth, considering everything that's going on with N'Zoth and potentially more old gods. But I think when you look at the last 30 seconds or so, you really, I think, you have to really look at like the underlying stuff that's going on. There is no question in my mind that Sylvanas is infused with void energy. I it just there's just no two ifs about it, because when you look at the beginning there, that purplish energy that really kind of was enveloping her. What's her name? Is it Illyria? I forget which Windrunner sister it was back in Legion that was working with one of the like the Void Emissary guys. It's the same type of animation. So there's no question in my mind that Sylvanas this whole time has actually been working with the Void Lords. that they've infused her with some power. Now, she still may have some sort of connection to Queen Ashara and possibly even Azoth, but I think at the end of the day, her loyalty, her allegiance is 100% going to be to the Void Lords. So I think this whole Shadowlands leak is probably where Sylvanas' story either ends or really, really, truly begins. Because if she doesn't die in this expansion, my assumption will be that she is going to play a huge part in the next expansion. Whether that expansion be about the Shadowlands or just the Void Lords in general, I don't know. But I wanted to take a minute and talk about this image right here of Thrall. If you go back and you look, in fact, let me just go ahead and scroll to this. And we'll look at. So you look at Anduin's face, right? Obviously, this is a face of both sadness and guilt. He's sad that Sourfang. What the hell? He's sad that Sourfang had to give his life for this conflict to end, but at the same time, there's going to be. You can tell there's a huge weight of guilt that's just beating down on him because, as he said to Sourfang before the fight, I put you on this path. So there's a whole lot of guilt in the face of Anduin right now, as well as sorrow. And then when you look at Zakan, complete sadness. Sourfang had become a father to him, and to now lose that figure, that pinnacle of what you wanted to aspire to be, not being gone. This is Zappy Boy's lost. Obviously, he's stricken with grief and sadness. But now you can tell that he's questioning, what do I do from here? Where do I go from here? So right now, the first two characters they show that are carrying Sourfang into Orgrimmar are those of sadness, of regret, of guilt, and of confusion. But then you look at Thrall. You don't, and I know some people say, well, it's hard for them to have orcs emote sadness or grief. You've seen it before. We've all seen it before. If you go back and you watch the old Soldier cinematic, you see that with Sourfang. This face right here is the face of a character that understands now his place in all this. He understands what he must do, understands what his destiny is now. Now, whether somehow Thrall is able to reconnect to the elements and once again becomes a shaman, I don't know. I don't know if the powers that be at Blizzard intend on ever giving Thrall back that power. But I will say this: the only thing on Thrall's mind is killing Sylvanas. And you just see how his brow is just convexing in. You see how the determination in his eyes, the anger, the hatred, the rage. This is a Thrall that I don't think we have seen in a very, very long time. And although I know he's saddened by the loss of his brother in arms, Sourfang, that this is going to be a huge loss for the Horde in general, that is not what his face is emoting right now. His face is showing conviction, anger. He is determined to not only protect Azeroth and save Azeroth yet again, but this is a look of an orc that says, the only way I know to do this is to kill Sylvanas. And I truly feel that he is going to do it. I'm a huge Thrall fan. He's always been, since I've been playing WoW. He's always been my favorite character. I actually, when the cinematic came out where it showed Saurfang going to recruit Thrall, it was literally shortly after that cinematic that I decided that I was going to main swap tunes and had now been playing an enhancement shaman. That's how much I love the Thrall character. And he's been out of the picture now for so long. It only seems apropos that he is now going to be thrown back into the mix. Is he going to be named Warren Chief? I don't know. I really don't. I think there's still a lot of hesitation on his part as far as taking up that mantle, so I would not be surprised to see um, Bane take on that role for now. Who knows? It may we may not get a new War Chief by the end of the expansion, um, or at least it may happen at the end of the very end of the expansion. But between now and then, it may be just the Horde trying to work alongside the Alliance to battle this new threat. They may put aside naming a new war chief in regards to saving Azeroth. So who knows? But anyways, I think I think both cinematics were really great, but this last one was phenomenal. Um, it's sad to see Sourfang go. He's been really a pinnacle within World of Warcraft lore since, geez, I think the very beginning. Um, Especially this expansion. I mean, he's been, other than Sylvanas, I mean, he's been really the other big figurehead. Um, just seeing how he went, how his character developed from the very beginning, from that first cinematic that was shown to promote the release of Battle for Azeroth, and then every other cinematic since then, and then if you've been playing through the war campaign and the storyline, just everything his character has gone through, his emotional state, you know, him questioning whether or not he's actually helping the Horde or betraying the Horde. I think it's just, I think it was expected that this is how his character's arc was going to end. It's just a sad thing to see because he's such an amazing character that you want him to stick around. You want Sourfang to always be there, but I think, as with all things, nobody beats Father Time, even in a video game. So, although it's sad to see Sourfang die, I think his death is now going to breathe life back again into Thrall's character. I think the time the Thrall's been away, it's allowed Sourfang's character to really kind of come back up into the forefront and be the focus that he deservedly needed to be. So I think now with his death is now it's now Blizzard's time of bringing Thrall back up into the forefront. Him being the face not just of the Horde, but one of the big faces of their lore again. So I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I know this was the end of the war campaign, but this is obviously not going to be the end of the storyline for Thrall or for the Horde and Sylvanas. So I'm excited to see where it goes, guys. But anyways, let me know what you thought about these trailers. Post your comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. While you're at it, if you could hit the like and subscribe button, it would really let me know that you guys are appreciating these videos and you want us to be put out some more content. Also, you can check me out on Twitch. You can see the link in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, and there'll be a link you can click on down in the description box below. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my trailer reaction to these. I'm going to be recording a couple more videos today and tomorrow for some other cool stuff that's been released. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you nerds later. Peace.